Aloha, Sam. This is Brad at the Kapalua Golf Academy. First of all, thank you for coming out and letting me helping you with your game. We worked on putting, chipping, pitching. We hit some bunker shots, and now we're working on the full swing. Of course, all these shots are a little different, but we use the acronym BPGA for the setup, and that stands for ball position. In the full swing, we've come to realize we want the ball placed about 2 to 4 inches back of the left heel, so that looks like good ball position. Our posture is good athletic posture, bent from the hips, bent from the base of the spine. Arms are hanging vertically. You got a little reach going on in this particular shot. And we want the shaft relatively perpendicular to the spine. So not bad. I'd say you got a little reach going on. And we'd like those arms hanging a little more vertical and that shaft a little more perpendicular. BP, that's posture. In posture, we also have what we call a secondary tilt. The left shoulder gets higher than the right. The base of the spine gets over to this pivot line right here. G, grip. In looking at the hands, we love those creases between the thumb and the forefinger, parallel to each other. And as you can see, yours are not quite parallel just yet. So let's get those creases between the thumb and the forefinger parallel to each other. And they should both be pointing kind of to your right collarbone or your right collar, anywhere between your right ear and your right shoulder. So I'm going to say, that left hand doesn't look too bad. The right hand looks a little too far under the shaft, just a touch. All right. How about A, BPGA? A is aim, and obviously the first thing we need to aim is the club face. Needs to be aiming. All right. The club face needs to be aiming down the target line. And then we need to align the body. The shoulders, right, need to be aligned parallel to that. And your shoulders look fairly parallel. But look at your knees and your toes. They look quite closed to me. Your hips, knees, and toes look very closed. So see if you can get more on parallel lines. As you take the club back, we want to get it to position 2 when it's parallel to the target line. When it's parallel to the ground, it should be parallel to the target line. Yours is a little bit pointed out to the right, so you got the club a little bit behind you. Then at the top of the swing, we got to rotate those shoulders. There's a good shoulder turn. Beautiful. Beautiful. 95-degree rotation of your shoulders. Very nice shoulder rotation. I love that left arm across the shoulder line. Excellent. That right elbow flared. High stability in your foundation. Your shoulders rotated 90, the hips 45. Now we start the downswing. And the first thing we got to do to go from position 3, where we're at now, to go to position 4 is get your weight on your left and clear your left hip out of the way. And by the time we're at position 4, that club should be in the same position it was at 2. But now we're going to get our weight on our left side and get that left hip out of the way. And then deliver that club to the back of the ball at position 6 with the hand slightly ahead. So we don't want to straighten that left arm and shaft into a straight line until after impact. So we call that releasing a little soon, but that's okay. And then turn the hips through. That's that number 1 power source. Then the shoulders swing the arms. That right arm's going to extend from position 5 to position 6. Beautiful. I call that shaking hands with a target. Love the knees coming together, hips clearing. Extend that right arm down the line, and then let the left elbow fold and let that club finish behind your head. Position 7 is knees together up on that back toe. Boop, tap it twice. Hold that finish in balance. We do that every time. So let's clear these lines, bring you right back to the start, and show you this swing in real time. So I think really nice swing. Nice. Excellent job, Sam. Very good job. All right, so the only thing I'm going to summarize is let's work on alignment. Let's get you parallel with your feet, knees, hips, and shoulders. And if anything, we can get a little more. I think that's fine. If we just got, because you're getting a little stuck behind yourself, if we get those feet, knees, hips, and shoulders parallel, I don't think you'll have to flip the hands, because we were talking about this left arm and shaft angle. If we can maintain that shaft, see the left arm and shaft like that? We don't want that to straighten out before impact. See how it's like right there, it's a straight line? I'd love the hands to be ahead and then release through impact. So we don't want to release all that energy before the club hits the ball. We want to release it as it hits the ball. Okay? And I think you're getting a little flippy with your hands because of your hip and toe being a little closed. You almost have to be quick with your hands just to square that club face up. But all in all, really nice swing. Again, one more look. And hold that finish in balance. That's our goal for the day. All right? Aloha from Kapalua.